We all love riding our bikes. Between myself and Si, for example, we've got close to 50 years of experience of serious bike riding. And if Matt was with us for this ride, that would be closer to, well, it'd be almost double actually, I think, wouldn't it? Yeah. But just like anything else in life, there can come points where you begin to get a bit bored.
They can, but you don't have to worry about it. It's all part of the natural highs and lows. You don't need to enter relationship therapy with your bike in order to rekindle that passion. No, all you need is to listen to the following tips to spice things up again.
Now, listening is something which is always quite good if you want to keep a healthy relationship, but until very recently, it's not something that we at GCN would ever recommend doing out on the bike. However, that has now changed with the invention of bone conducting earphones, whereby you can listen to things while still being able to hear the world around you.
Exactly, so you can now listen to music or podcasts or the radio whilst you're out riding the bike, and hopefully that will help alleviate some of that boredom. A common cause of boredom could be that you're riding with no purpose. Now, it might be that all you've got in your head when you set out is that you want to be out for a certain duration or cover a certain distance, in which case you could spend a lot of your ride simply looking at numbers, and that's pretty boring.
It is very boring indeed, but there's a way to combat this, and that is to ride to a certain destination or destinations along your ride. Now, that could be one of our favourites, which is a cafe or indeed a pub, or it might be that you can visit a friend or relative who doesn't live too far away, have a quick pit stop and a quick natter before getting on your way. It might be a viewpoint that's some way from you, or it could be that you could ride a half an hour to an hour to a group ride, spend an hour or two with some cyclists, and then ride back to your house. Happy days. And in fact, that brings us nicely onto our next point.
Anyway, mate, pub.
Riding solo can be great, but it can also get quite boring. After all, you've only got your own thoughts for company for hours on end. So why not try riding with others? Now, a lot of people choose to just ride with one other partner. Sometimes you could go out as a threesome, although that can leave somebody awkwardly left out. Or you could choose to go out on a big group ride. It's an obvious tip, but it really does work. The time's going to pass a lot quicker.
Yeah, and also it's not just about getting to the end faster as well. It's also about enjoying the process of getting there. And so you can be there sharing top bants and generally just enjoying yourself.
Top bants.
Top bants. Spending some time planning your route can be a great way to spice things up. In fact, I think you'd be surprised at how many new roads you might be able to find near your house, even if you've lived in the same place for years. And speaking from personal experience, I've done just that. There's a big hill near where I live that I used to avoid like the plague when I was a pro. And then as soon as I retired, I explored it and found, to my surprise, that within minutes of my house, I had amazing new roads to play with.
Well, there are loads of tools online which you can use to plan your route and actually see what you can expect to find before you even leave the house. However, if that's not you and you're more of the adventurous type, you can simply head out on your bike, find a new road, head down it and see where it ends up. Now, it might be that it's a dead end, or it might be that you find a real gem of a road right near your house.
I'm pretty sure, mate, we've been here before.
Yeah, I think let's try this one. Dead end. Speaking of which, you could take in some gravel road riding. Now, you might think that you need a different bike to do this, but actually you'd be surprised what your normal road bike can cope with. After all, pros and amateurs alike ride the Strada Bianchi, the white roads, each and every year with very few punctures and very few mechanicals.
Yeah, we think taking road bikes off-road is just great fun. You're further away from traffic, you get to see new places, and yeah, you do need to stay safe and take precautions, but let's face it, all you need really is a few extra inner tubes. Now, an undeniably great way to rekindle passions or alleviate boredom is to actually go away somewhere completely new with your bike. Now, it'll give you a whole fresh perspective on things and definitely reawaken passions. Now, depending on what type of riding you like, that could be a city break or maybe a weekend break in the countryside. Go somewhere quiet with some different and beautiful roads.
Or if you are feeling particularly daring, you could head away for a dirty weekend away from your regular ride on a mountain bike.
A very effective and well-trodden way of spicing things up is undoubtedly role play. So next time you're out on your bike, why not imagine that you're someone else? Perhaps world champion Peter Sagan or Tour de France champion Chris Froome.
And to make things even more authentic, you could try some dressing up. So if you'd like to be out on a ride with Marcel Kittel, for example, you could buy your riding partner some Ethics Quick Step kit. Or if you'd like to be like Mark Cavendish and sprinting on the bike, why not get yourself some Team Dimension data kit?
Lloydie, you still got any Dimension data kit?
I have, yeah, I've got it at home.
Would you mind wearing it next time we went out for a ride?
Can do so. That's what floats your boat.
Yeah, no, that would be good. Hopefully there'll be some hints and tips there that will help you rekindle that spark, finding the hidden passion in your relationship.
With the bike, sorry.
With the bike.
Yes, now if you've had anything which you've found to work from this point of view and rekindle that passion with the bike and stop you getting bored, we'd love to hear those experiences. You can leave them as ever in the comment section just down below.
Yeah, or for some inspiration of video kind now, why not click over there to see us actually riding the road less travelled as we tackled an epic gravel ride.
Down there we show you how to plan a route.
Yeah, that's a good skill to have. And then also make sure you subscribe to GCN as well. That is a pretty much guaranteed way to alleviate all boredom. Actually subscribing won't, but you know, it helps. GCN's a guaranteed way.
Click on the globe.
You know what I mean.